Right now, we can conjure entire realities out of thin air. With a single text prompt, servers spin up thousands of lines of instantaneous code or hallucinate rapidly shifting, surreal video worlds. Enterprise startups are flooding our feeds with hyper-specific applications built on this technology. We are seeing platforms that generate lifelike podcast hosts from scratch, scanners that instantly translate foreign restaurant menus into personalized macro profiles, and intelligent learning systems designed to map a student's brain into a digital identity. Tech executives are eager to highlight the sheer volume of this production. Some CEOs are now publicly stating that 20 to 30% of their corporate code is written entirely by software. But zoom out from the utopian pitch decks, and the ground-level reality looks bleak. Tech workers are reporting massive AI fatigue. Companies are laying off staff in droves, and our digital spaces are filling up with a slurry of directionless, low-effort work slop. We are supposedly operating at peak human efficiency, yet many creators and developers are starting to feel a lot like 19th century Luddites. This disconnect reveals a deep miscalculation in the tech industry. We've confused the final output with the actual work. We treat tasks as a linear prompt-to-output pipeline, but real work is a cyclical process of iteration and discovery. When an AI scrapes blogs to instantly answer a question, it short-circuits that ecosystem, delivering answers without the original source. For the independent creator writing that blog, the feedback loop vanishes. Without website visits, real audience engagement, or that tiny dopamine hit of knowing someone found it useful, their motivation to keep publishing evaporates. If creators stop producing original content, the AI loses its fuel. Computer scientists call this phenomenon model collapse, a scenario where an artificial intelligence begins to degrade and hallucinate, forced to train on its own synthetic garbage instead of fresh, human-generated data. By hyper-optimizing for the quickest possible answer, the system starves the very people producing the knowledge. We are systematically dismantling the incentive structures required to create new information. This exact breakdown is happening inside corporate offices. Building software is a social coordination problem, requiring constant communication, alignment, and debate among human beings. It is a highly complex social challenge, not a solitary typing exercise. But instead of doing the difficult work of strategic alignment, stakeholders are leaning into vibe prototyping. They use AI to quickly generate sloppy, directionless feature mockups, flooding the development pipeline with noise rather than actual product strategy. The industry insists that maintaining a human in the loop will catch these errors, but when you reduce a worker's job to merely checking an AI's hallucinated homework, their critical thinking atrophies. They stop analyzing the problem and simply click approve, a phenomenon known as cognitive surrender. That same cognitive surrender is creeping into education. Students are using AI tools to instantly convert dense research papers into friendly, conversational podcast summaries. It sounds impressive, but it tricks the listener into a false sense of security about their own expertise, stripping away important context and limitations. In reality, true cognitive development always requires friction. Struggling with a difficult text or agonizing over a complex bug in a codebase forces the brain to build physical connections. The effort itself is what embeds the knowledge. When we use AI to eliminate the friction of human collaboration and deep learning, we don't speed up progress. We just accelerate the production of high-speed noise, leaving us with zero real impact. All of this friction-free production has led us straight into what industry insiders are calling the AI hangover era. The utopian promises of generative tools are crashing hard into their practical limitations. Look at the recent wave of mass layoffs across the tech sector. The pervasive narrative is that AI is so efficient it is actively replacing senior engineering talent. Talk to developers on the ground and a different story emerges. These models still struggle heavily with complex, multi-threaded production environments. When asked to navigate intricate corporate architecture, they hallucinate, requiring human engineers to spend hours debugging the synthetic code. The reality is that companies overhired on cheap capital during the pandemic. Now that interest rates have normalized, they need to cut headcount, and the illusion of AI efficiency provides a convenient smokescreen. Executives point to the inevitability of artificial intelligence to justify these cuts. It serves as an incredibly useful scapegoat to mask their own lack of sustainable product strategy and vision. Generative AI is a highly effective tool for accelerating discrete, well-defined tasks, but we have to stop treating it as a replacement for human cognition. If we automate away the messy, difficult process of thinking, the entire system collapses. We have to protect the process.